Hi everyone, my name is Victor and I am one of the authors of Technique.com. Today, we'll continue with our Learn Linux from Scratch series and we're going to be talking about how to create directories in Linux. In our previous class, we looked at some basic Linux commands and we looked at the types of users in Linux. We also looked at how to use the who am I command in Linux. So in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the make directory command. So before we look at the make directory command, what is actually a directory? A directory is like a folder on a Windows machine. In a folder, you can have files in a folder. You can also have another folder in a folder. So that is what directory is. A directory is just like a folder. And to create directories in Linux, you use the command mkdir. So mkdir means make directory. So for example, if I want to make the HR department directory, all I need to do is to use the command make directory followed by the name of the directory. So the name of the directory I want to make is HR department, and I'm going to press my enter key. You see, I've been able to make the directory. Another basic command you should know in Linux is ls. The ls will list the content in a directory. Right now, I'm also in a directory. Um, I talked about file system now in the previous lesson. Um, if you want to know the current directory that you are in, you can use the command pwd. It tells you that you are currently in slash root. So I'm currently in slash root directory. Of course, I'm logged in as root, so I'll be in slash root directory. That is the home directory for root user. So for me to see the directory that I've just created, I'm going to use the ls command. So this is the command ls. You can see that I now have the directory that I've just created, the HR department directory. To create another directory, I'm still going to use the same mkdir command. So in Linux, of course, you might not know this as a newbie. You can always use your up arrow key and your down arrow key to go back to the command you've once run. So you don't need to always type. And another important key on your keyboards is the tab key. We're going to look at how to use that as we go on. So for me to make another directory, you see, I can just use my up arrow key. Then I go to the command I've run before. Then I'm going to screen this off and enter the new name of the directory that I want to make. And this is technique. And when I use the ls command, I can see the directory I have made. So I have two directories here. I have the HR department directory, and I also have the technique directory. So briefly, I'm just going to tell you how Linux command work. Well, Linux command is basically separated into three parts. We have the command, we have the option, and we have the argument. For instance, I can say wash. Wash is a command. Wash. And I can also say wash properly. So wash properly. The properly that I've just mentioned is the option. I can say wash command, then properly option. For example, an option with the ls command, ls, if I want to use an option, most times when you want to use an option in Linux, you use the dash command, which is the hyphen command. So ls, I'm saying ls wash, then wash properly, option hell. There are a lot of options in Linux. We're going to look at that as we go on, but I just want you to get this concept. Wash, you understand? Then wash properly, you get. Then I use the enter key. You can see that I have more information that is being displayed, unlike when I just use the ls command. When I use the ls-l, which is the option, I have more information being displayed. So the argument, of course, is the name is the name of the directory of the file. So for example, I can say wash properly the new shirt. Wash properly the new shirt. So wash properly, which is the option, command option argument slash root. That is the name of the directory. You want to list its content. So you see that I can see the content of this directory. If I also want to list the content in TMP directory, we've talked about TMP directory when we're looking at the Linux file system structure. I can just say wash list, that is list all the content with this -l option in TMP directory. You can see all the content being listed in TMP directory. So I'm just going to clear my screen. I'm going to use the command clear to clear the screen. An easier way to see the option of a command is to use the help in front of the command. So, for example, if I want to look for the options that is associated with ls command, I can use ls-help and then the enter key. You would see different options. You see options like -a, hyphen uppercase A, -b, uppercase B, C, D, -l. Let's see what -l is. We've been using -l. So -l is use a long listing format. So and that is what we've done. We've been able to use the long listing format on the directory. I hope you understand this. So we've also used the make directory command if I want to see the options that are associated with the make directory command. I'm going to use mkdir -help, and then I can see the options. I can see -m, -p, -v, verbose, and -z. So this is how you can see the options in Linux. All right. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.